Hey, what's up guys? Still Rain and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and overview of the settings and some of the features of the full-size RunCam Sparrow and the RunCam Micros Sparrow here. So we'll go ahead and get started with some of the parameters here, some of the specifications should I say. They both take 5 to 36 volts, so a pretty wide voltage range. That's pretty awesome. You could hook it up directly to your battery, so that's pretty cool. They both have a 1/3 CMOS sensor. Both have 2.1 millimeter lens. The full-size one has 150 degree field of view, and the micro has 145 degree field of view. It's just different lenses, different lens sizes, so slightly different field of view, but pretty much similar. They both work with the CMOS sensor. What these are basically geared for is the 16:9 type goggles for widescreen. So anything like the Dominator V3s, SkyZone V2s, or the Amway Commanders, it's going to work perfect with it. As well with some of the box goggles that are out there. Every one I've seen is 16:9, so these would be perfect with that. But if you have something like the Dominator HD V2s or HD V3s, that's a 4:3 image, it's going to get cropped pretty badly, so you're going to lose a lot of your picture. So probably not recommended with that. Personally, I have both box goggles in 16:9 and Dominator V3s, so probably won't be using these too much in my racing rigs. The full-size Sparrow has an OSD feature, so you could put in your name and voltage and a timer. The Micro does not. Let me see here. The latency, that's the biggest problem with the CMOS sensors. It has been in the past, has been big latency, but the full-size RunCam Sparrow per RC Shim and Oster Liang is somewhere around 13 milliseconds, while the Micro is around 15 milliseconds. So they're pretty much beating the pants off of a lot of the CCD cameras out there nowadays, so that's no more of a worry. Go ahead and look at the back of this camera. And as you can see, it's a 5-pin connector, 5 to 36 volts, ground. You have your video, your audio, and your voltage to the battery for your OSD. It also has the ground and OSD feature for the dongle, so you could change your settings and all that stuff. And what this full-size one has over the Micro is that it has a VBAT sensor, OSD, and an audio, where the Micro does not. I'll go ahead and show you guys that here. All you get there is a 3-pin cable, 5 to 36 volts, ground and video. No audio, no VBAT, but you do get the ground and OSD dongle with it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a look and see what's inside the Micro's box first. Put the Micro aside. And of course the camera comes right there. Comes with a 3-pin connector, a bracket, and some bolts for it. I've already used a little bit of it on my testing rig, so the wire is a lot bigger than that. And what's good about this is it also comes with the dongle to change your settings. So go ahead and toss that aside. And we'll get into what comes with the full-size Sparrow. And it comes with, go ahead and open up the packaging here. Of course, the bracket with some bolts. Also comes with the dongle here to go ahead and change your settings and your OSD. Comes with a 3-pin and a 5-pin. I'm sorry, I used the 5-pin already on the testing rig, but it comes with this 3-pin and a 5-pin. Also comes with an extra case. As you can see in the back, it's slightly different mounting options. Basically the same thing. And I don't know why the Micro Sparrow doesn't come with this cable. I mean, this cable's so cheap and easy, it would just plug right into the back, but it seems only the full-size Sparrow comes with it. I don't know why they do that. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get away to these guys before we go to the video on the OSD and some of the features. So go ahead and turn that on. Zeroed out. and the weight is 5 grams. Now what we're going to do is go ahead, take the lens protector off too and see if that makes a difference. Didn't seem like it did. So 5 grams for the micro Sparrow, not too bad. And the full-size Sparrow is going to be 15 grams. It's a little bit heavy, but not too bad. Not as bad as the RunCam Eagle or Eagle 2, which is upwards in the 20 gram mark. Go ahead and take the lens protector off of this one too and see if it makes a difference. Yeah, so it lost a gram, 14 grams. Well, still not too bad. Overall, you know, I think I'd recommend this camera to anybody with Dominator V3s. You know, anybody with a widescreen aspect ratio, they're going to get a lot more panoramic type picture with the 16:9. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and go to the video and cut away to show you how the OSD features and functions work as well as the camera settings. Okay guys, I'm going to show you some of the OSD features and functions along with some of the camera settings here. So with the dongle that comes with the cameras, if you press the up button and hold it, you get the normal display where you could change from RunCam to whatever name you'd like. Just go ahead and put it in there. And that would be the pilot name. You could turn it on or off. The timer you could turn on or off. Voltage, this is of course only for the full-size RunCam Sparrow. The smaller one does not have OSD. Go back to default settings and exit. If you hold right, the timer will start blinking, light up, and you can move it around the screen. And if you hold down, you can get your name or whatever you put in there, the RunCam symbol or whatever you'd like. And if you hold left, you get the voltage of your battery and get that moving around. Hit OK to accept your selection. It'll go back to on the screen, anywhere where you put it. Now you just go ahead and push and hold the down button, and the main camera's settings come up. So exposure, you can change that from standard to BLC. Shutter mode auto, I don't really mess with any of these settings, but you can, manual or auto. Auto gain control, don't really mess with that. It's more CCD setting. Auto white balance, I don't mess with that either, but you can change it as you like. The main one you guys want to mess with here to get the shimmery and artifacting out of the camera, you go to image adjust and sharpness. Now you see I have mine set to 30. The default setting came set to 65, which is, it just makes it way too shimmery and way too much artifacts in the actual camera. So you guys will see it. You guys will see it when I post the, whoop, timed out there. But you guys will see it when I post the kind of the overcast video, DVR of it. So basically, you just select that and you can move it around. I prefer somewhere between 20 and 30. I have it set to 30 right now. And you guys will see that for the daytime DVR. Don't really mess with any of this stuff, but you can. Contrast, saturation, red gain. Go to the next menu, you have green gain, blue gain. Don't mess with any of this stuff, more CCD settings. We'll go to the next screen. You have your wide dynamic range, it's set to middle. You can set it to high, low. As you can see, it's slowly changing the screen. I just personally leave it to middle. And once you're done with all that, let's go ahead and go to previous. And you could also set the day and night. The gamma, this is more CCD settings again. Not stuff I really change or ever need or use. bad pixel, privacy mask, and HLC. It's all CCD. I don't really mess with it. So we'll just hit exit. But once you guys do make your settings under the image adjust and find your correct setting, personally for me, I'm keeping mine around 30. You just go down here to the bottom, hit return, and then go to save. Everything's saved, and then you'd go to exit, and you're back to your normal screen, and now you could go flying. That's pretty much it for the OSD features and the settings, the camera settings for both cameras. They're identical camera settings for the Micro Sparrow and the full-size RunCam Sparrow. The only difference is the Micro Sparrow does not have an OSD like you see here in this picture, where it shows voltage of the battery, your pilot's name, or a timer. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll let you guys see some of the DVR footage of what I took of these cameras around my house. And the first one is just stock settings on an overcast sky, and you guys will see a lot of the artifacting and shimmeriness. The second one is daytime, where I have it lowered down, the sharpness to 30, and you guys will see the improvements. Here's an overcast and rainy day, guys. Let you guys see the performance of these two cameras, and of course the audio is coming from the full-size RunCam Sparrow.